Unfortunately, today, people, I have some bad news for you. Aunt Cynthia's Bed and Biscuit Inn might be closing down. She done got herself into a whole lot of trouble, with the woman's fear. And I guess they felt that she wasn't backing them up. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to, you can just click on her page and go to her first video and you can get it called up that way. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, she's been contradicting herself. And I guess she said that she's not part of the woman's fear, even though she regurgitates everything that they say. She uses all of their talking points. She says everything that the woman's fear says, but she doesn't want to publicly claim to be from the divestors community. Now, the divestors are one of the main groups that support Cynthia G, and that's where she get all her numbers from. Even though she should have way more than 100,000, that should tell you the story. But like I say, I've never really thought she was really smart at all. I seen her lose several debates. I don't find her as a true intellectual. I don't think she's really smart. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that tries to throw the pro-black community under the bus is not very smart to me, because these are the people that have been holding it down for years, and these are the people that have afforded all black people the rights they have today. You know what I'm saying? So when you turn your back on the pro-black movement, it's kind of like the dog that bit its own foot. It doesn't make no sense. But see, these people think they can branch off from the pro-black movement, and they think they can really make something happen without us. No, sisters and brothers. And you see that in the manosphere, in the woman's sphere, you see they all going crazy. I just seen one guy, one of the top generals of the manosphere, talking about he's not going to do it no more. See, people, the manosphere and the woman's sphere, these are people that have mental issues that haven't went out to go get some counseling. I hate to say it, but mental illness in a black community is real. And I feel for these sisters and brothers, you know what I'm saying? You see, I try to reach them on my platform, and I try to give them a different way of thinking other than just going to war with each other. Because that's never the answer. You know what I'm saying? We all have to be accountable for our decisions, and we all have to be accountable for who we decide to date. We cannot blame nobody else. Women cannot blame men for who they chose, and men cannot blame women for who they chose. You chose that person. If that person was not a good fit for you, then that's your bad choice. It's not nobody else's. Take full responsibility, you know what I'm saying, for your actions, for dating the wrong brother or the wrong sister. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame the whole community. Don't blame, 22 million black women because you ended up getting with a woman that wasn't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And don't blame, all 20 something million, probably less than that, because there's more black women than black men. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame them, for what that man done to you. And this is the correct concept. See, all other stuff that they're talking about on the woman's sphere and the manosphere, you know what I'm saying? And now they're doing a whole lot of cooning. They selling out to white people. They getting white wives and white husbands. Now they're actually running to the same people that put them in their predicament in the same place, which proves they're insane. You know what I'm saying? Only an insane person would run to the arms of their oppressor. See, that's insanity. You know what I'm saying? Only a person that's insane would run back to the rapist. You know what I mean? If a woman gets raped and you see her running back to the rapist and trying to protect that rapist and fall in love with that rapist, that's called a mental illness. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that a lot of us is now running to white women and white men shows that black people have a mental illness. And I've been talking about this, since I started my YouTube channel. And you know that the things they're talking about now, I've been talking about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even some of the things that Dr. Umar Johnson is talking about, I've been talking about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about all the stuff they're talking about today. Go back and look at a bunch of my videos 2 3 years ago. I've been talking about. They just now getting on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people say, well, you should have more subscribers than you have. Well, you know what I'm saying? I left YouTube for a while, and I'm just now coming back. If you notice, you know what I'm saying, you look at my videos, I took like a whole year off. So, you know what I'm saying, I would have a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? But more is not always more. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have just people that get it, than to have a bunch of, followers like, some of these people, and they're just worthless and they're just not doing nothing. And they're just mad, upset sisters and brothers that haven't dealt with their mental illness. Brothers and sisters, I just want to let you know that I truly love you guys, and you need to go get that checked out. You have a mental illness. You don't need to be on YouTube yelling back and forth at each other. You need to go see a psychiatrist. This is just fact, and I'm not playing right now. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just being real right now. You know what I'm saying? We need to go get some. I need to go get some help too. You know what I'm saying? I got a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying, on speed dial. I mean, we all need that. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta have that, and there's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't mean you crazy. It just means you're not perfect, and nobody's perfect. So I don't feel bad about not being perfect, because I know I couldn't be perfect if I wanted to. We gotta, use sensible solutions. You know what I'm saying? To if you're really trying to solve the problem, or unless you're just in it. And the problem is, you get these people that come in only for the money, and they're not really looking out for the black, the black community at all. They really don't care. They just want to come in, make a quick buck, make some YouTube money, and they don't really care about the damage they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't care as long as they get that check. And if you notice too, that Cynthia G changed her whole platform up. At first, she was with this, anti white supremacy movement and everything, and stuff, and she would hold black men accountable for not doing enough. She felt they wasn't doing enough to stop, white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? But she switched up, and she started talking about, black men need to be aborted, and don't have no baby by no black men. And she just switched up, and I think she did it because their numbers was going down, and this new explosion, the divestors happened, and she wanted to ride that wave. And I think that's the reason why she jumped on that wave, and I think it was the money and the numbers that influenced her to become the person, that she is. I don't think she's really that person deep down inside, but she relies on YouTube money. That's the way, that, when you get that certain mainstream of income, it's just like you trying to hold on to your job. You're going to do whatever you got to do to hold on to your job, right? I feel that's the same thing that happened to Cynthia G. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I don't hate the sister. I don't hate none of my sisters and brothers. I love black people. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope the best for us, man. I just wish we would go out there and get some mental help, man, and really get off of this YouTube channels and all that bickering back and forth. And if you're going to use your channel to unite and bring black people together, because we're really in a crisis. We're really in a crisis, and we really don't have no room for this. And this is the reason why I want to remove this, from our community. This cancer, these divestors, these manospheres and these womospheres and scuba fears and don't make no sense of fears, and you need to go get some counseling of fears. Like, these are the people that are, making it worse, and they're not making it better. They're showing up to the fire with gasoline bottles, and it's not going to help. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, she's under fire right now because she tried to step into that woman's fear, and now they're turning their back on her, and now they're attacking her. You know what I'm saying? Because they're starting to realize that she's never been one of them in the first place. She's never been a true divester. She's just never been. I felt she did it because of the check, and now they're starting to sniff her out, and they're like, "Oh no, you're not a true divester. You're just not." You know what I mean? And there's and like I say, what's in the dark will soon come to light. And I don't worry about these people, no matter how many people they got following them. They're not gonna last. The woman's fear and the manosphere is gonna they're gonna be destroyed. They're gonna self-destruct because it's nothing but madness, and madness bring madness, and you're gonna see the train wreck, and they're all gonna start running back to the true black pro-black platforms. Excuse me, get my words twisted, but they're gonna end up coming back to the pro-black movement because we're solid. We've been solid for the last 400 years since we've been in this country, since we first began it. You know what I'm saying? This pro-black movement. You know what I'm saying? From the slave revolts. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 1700s. So it doesn't make no difference. We've been solid. We showed and approved. Pro-blacks have been here. We have survived the tidal waves. We have been through the worst of storms, and we still standing. You know what I'm saying? We're showed and approved all of these new movements. The divester movement is a very new movement, probably not even 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? The woman's fear, the manosphere is only about 2 years old. These are new babies. These are babies that eventually are not going to be able to survive because they try to branch off from the umbilical cord, which is the pro-black movement. So you can't disconnect from the umbilical cord and think you're going to continue to live. No, you're gonna die because you're trying to disconnect from the umbilical cord, and the umbilical cord is the pro-black movement. You can't disconnect from us, and that's why they're all over there going mad now. They're going crazy. It's just insanity. You know what I'm saying? At this point, the manosphere and the woman's fear is just pure insanity over there. I mean, these people are going crazy. And I always knew this day would happen. That's why I stood strong in my pro-black movement, no matter how many people didn't want to listen, no matter how many people dove into the manosphere and the womansphere movement and left and start watching them and following them. It doesn't make no difference because let me tell you something. When your heart is into something and when you represent something and you stay true to it, it's always going to win in the end because I kept it 100. I stayed pro-black. I did not change one iota. Okay, I wouldn't give a damn if I went from 2 to 2 million subscribers. It doesn't make no difference. One thing you cannot say is that Nizzle the artist ever changed his position. And that's the reason why I'm going to win in the end. And the pro-black movement is going to win in the end because we're showed and approved. And Aunt Cynthia Bid and Biscuit Inn is going to be coming to a close. You know what I'm saying? So go over there, try to get as many biscuits as you can. You know what I'm saying? Before she closes her doors. And that's all I got to say, people. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day to all my brothers and sisters, kings and queens. Yes, I said it, and I will continue to say it until we become kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? They say if you want something to happen, you first have to speak it into existence. So I am speaking it into existence. You know what I'm saying? So all I can say is the pro-black movement is still the undisputed heavyweight champion, you know what I'm saying, of our community. And we have to support the pro-black movement. And I'm going to tell you the very reason why we should. Because it works. Like, subscribe. And as always, one love.